Hey everyone, it's Anil Dayani, and today I'll be answering my fourth CCR question. How did you integrate technologies like software, hardware, and online in this project? So let's begin. To start, here's a quick overview of the following integrated technologies I used. Over the course of making my very first opening, I had to learn and explore these three types of technologies as they would be the basis of each step of the process, from researching to planning and producing. In this process, hardware was fun to learn, as I got to use new tools that I could use in filmmaking and create better quality content through filming and recording. Software was crucial in the making of my film opening, as without it, there would be no proper storyline or organization. It was able to help me in parts of my production like editing, retrieving footage, and recording. Online technologies, on the other hand, has been used all the way from the start of this entire process as it let me research and plan out my film brief. It even assisted me in the editing process as well. When looking at the hardware I used in this production process, you can see the variety of items I used to make this film opening come together. My filming devices were my iPhone and my Kodak Pixpro FZ45. I used my iPhone to record the modern day life scenes of Zara in scenes 2 and 3, while I used the Kodak to recapture scene 1 since I wanted to create that raw, nostalgic, emotional mood for my audience. When I used my phone to film, a tool that came in handy was my tripod as it increased the quality of my movement I was making with the camera. And to extract my photos from my Kodak camera, I used my MacBook to download videos and airdrop them to my phone. This process was a little lengthy. Continuing on, more hardware I used in this production process were mini microphones as I wanted my voice to be heard clearly in the monologue. This would allow my audience to better understand what I'm saying without other sounds interfering. For lighting purposes, I used my sunset lamp to create more color and mood in scene 2 as I wanted to depict Zara's thoughts through her environment as well. And in the kitchen scene, I used the ceiling lights to capture the realistic setting and the facial expressions of Zara to get audiences' attention. Moving on, while editing and recording my film brief, I used many apps, which are almost all owned by Apple, showing how editing can take place all on your iPhone. Apps like the camera app allowed me to record with their in app camera settings, while voice memos let me record my voice for the monologue and Zara's dad's voice on the phone call, making the opening sentimental and realistic at the same time. And the Photos app let me put my footage into albums to organize. The main software that I used for the actual editing process, though, was iMovie, as it provided so many tools to cut down, lengthen my clips, change audio or add sound, add filters, and even sort my clips. Without this, I couldn't have controlled things like pace and music, two small but impactful factors when making a romantic drama. Lastly, online platforms. A major platform and search engine that directed me to numerous websites for my research and planning was Google. Google allowed me to explore other online websites that became really helpful when planning, like Pixabay, a website that provides thousands of sounds and soundtracks which are non-copyrighted that I ended up using in my editing. Another very important website was Canva, as it provided a space to create a mood board to better show my vision. Some other websites I used were Template.net for a propless template, Google Docs for my script, and even YouTube, where I watched tutorials and explanations to better help me understand steps of this process, one of them being how to write a script and draw a storyboard. In conclusion, the use of these integrated technologies of each kind were able to elevate my film through its quality, organization, and overall storytelling, as they were able to provide a structure and a canvas to create a deep, meaningful opening. Through the use of hardware, I was able to better capture key moments actions, and dialogue of characters, as well as the setting in which they are. Online platforms helped me become a better educated as a director and producer about my designated genre. Softwares allowed me to create a story and take care of all of my media throughout this process. These technologies were able to better help the audience understand meaning and engage with my film opening emotionally and personally, as these technologies let me create a better meaning. It allowed me to fulfill my conventions of my genre and create the dynamic of the forbidden love trope. And thank you for listening.